Hey there, fellow spooky enthusiasts. Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 haunted places in the US you can visit. From abandoned prisons to eerie hotels, these places are not for the faint of heart. So grab your EMF readers, pack your courage, and get ready to explore the paranormal side of the US. Let's get this ghost hunt started. First up, we're heading to the unsettling landscapes of Estes Park, Colorado, home to the infamous Stanley Hotel. This grand old hotel inspired Stephen King's iconic horror novel, The Shining. King, a guest at the hotel, reported strange occurrences during his stay. Guests and staff have reported disembodied laughter and ghostly sounds of children playing. Room 217 is said to be haunted by a former housekeeper, Elizabeth Wilson. People have reported luggage being unpacked, lights flickering, and a presence joining them in bed. The Stanley Hotel offers guided ghost tours for those brave enough to wander the halls after dark. If you're ever in Colorado, you might want to book a room, if you dare. Just don't say we didn't warn you about any ghostly guests crashing your stay. Next, we head to the gritty streets of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Eastern State Penitentiary. This former prison, once home to notorious criminals like Al Capone, is now a hotbed of paranormal activity. Imagine walking down a cold, damp corridor, the only sound your own footsteps. Visitors and staff have reported disembodied voices, cell doors slamming shut, and shadowy figures lurking in the cell blocks. Cell block 12 is particularly eerie, with reports of faces peering from empty cells and intense feelings of dread. If you're brave enough to step inside, be prepared to confront the echoes of the past. The spirits here are restless and have stories to tell. Just try not to let them follow you home. Eastern State Penitentiary awaits your visit. All aboard! We're setting sail to Long Beach, California to board the legendary Queen Mary. This retired ocean liner, once a symbol of luxury, now rests in port as a floating haven for restless spirits. The ship has seen wartime service, transatlantic crossings, and more than its fair share of tragedy. One of the most haunted areas is the first-class swimming pool, with reports of apparitions and phantom hands. Stateroom B340 has so much paranormal activity that it stopped being rented out. If you're looking for a nautical adventure with a side of the supernatural, the Queen Mary is waiting. Just be sure to pack your sea legs and your sense of adventure. You never know who or what you might encounter on board this grand old ship. The Queen Mary awaits your visit. Hold your breath as we enter Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. This former tuberculosis sanatorium now stands as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and a breeding ground for paranormal activity. The body chute, used to discreetly transport the deceased, is a hotspot for disembodied footsteps and cold spots. Room 502 is said to be haunted by a nurse who tragically took her own life. Visitors report seeing her apparition and feeling an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Waverly Hills Sanatorium is not for the faint of heart. It's a place where the veil between our world and the next feels thin. If you're drawn to the paranormal, Waverly Hills awaits. Just be prepared for an intense experience. We're heading to Louisiana, to the Myrtles Plantation. This historic plantation is more than just a pretty facade, it's a place where history and hauntings collide. One of the most well-known legends is the tale of Chloe, a former slave who haunts the plantation. Visitors have reported seeing Chloe's reflection in mirrors and feeling her presence. There have been numerous reports of other ghostly encounters, from children playing in the hallways to a former owner keeping an eye on his beloved plantation. If you're looking for a taste of Southern Gothic horror, the Myrtles Plantation is a must-visit. Just be sure to pack your ghost hunting gear and your courage. You never know who you might encounter in the shadows. The Myrtles Plantation awaits your visit. Thanks for joining us on this spooky journey. We've explored some of the most haunted corners of the US. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more haunted adventures. We've got plenty more spooky stories to share and creepy locations to explore. So until next time, keep your eyes peeled for the paranormal, and remember, don't go investigating alone. See you next time.